49ers Ultimate Report. This is John Jay, your 49ers reporter, opinionist, analyst, and die-hard fan. Welcome to the 49ers Ultimate Report. I am John Jay, and I want to apologize for the wait. Uh, had some computer issues, but I am finally on almost 20 minutes late, 16 minutes late. But I'm really sorry that I was unable to get this show at 10:30 Pacific time. But today, I'm going to reflect on my trip, talk about some people I met, and we're going to also rewatch and give you my reactions to the video I posted. So if you guys have not seen the video, you're in luck. You're going to react with me. We're going to talk even some 49ers football as well. But this show, I want to talk about my trip, reflect on what I learned, what I saw. And of course, we're going to talk about Tom Grossi here on a special Saturday live show. I have not done a live show in quite some time. So I'm back. Of course, we all know 4th of July weekend. So I will be streaming a couple of live shows this week, but today we're going to talk about 49er news, but also the main topic is my visit, my thoughts on Levi's Stadium. So before we jump into the show, I want to basically talk about my trip to Levi's Stadium. So for a lot of people who do not know, I grew up watching 49ers game in Candlestick Park, and in 2014, they opened up Levi's Stadium. So I have not been to a live football game of the 49ers since around 2013. Of course, the distance has always been one of the biggest issues, and of course, the love of the old stadium. But I do want to talk about my trip, give you a quick summary, my thoughts, and then we're going to go through some people I met, talk about some things, and also react to the video I posted if you have missed it. So again, I want to apologize. I am not really prepared for this show, but I will do my best and talk about my trip. So on Sunday, Tom Grossi was in Santa Clara. He got to meet the Grossi posse. I got to meet a lot of the Grossi posse people, and this is where we met. This area is where we met. This is Levi Stadium. This is where I was during my time out there. I was out there for about 2.5 hours. So I was out there for 2.5 hours. And when I got there, of course, when I entered this part of the stadium, there was an area where you can go in. There was a team store, and the first thing that I did, I walked in, and there was a security guard. He will be featured on the show, on the little video near the end of the show before we close up the show. So this is where all the Tom Grossi posse, 49er faithfuls, and everybody else that was there, where we met. So this was the area. Once I was in here, I saw the stairs. So if you see the picture, there's some stairs and the opening where you got to see the stadium. Unfortunately, because it was not a football game, it was closed to the public. So what was open was the team store. So I walked in the team store, of course, 49er jerseys. The employees were so nice to me, good people in there. Many people asked me, have I been to Levi's many times? And I spoke to a lot of the employees, met a lot of fans who were in there. And of course, people that were in the Grossi posse were also in there. And in one of the video clips that we will see together, I met a Grossi posse fan with the 30 for 30 t-shirt. So that was really fun. Got to speak to him. And that was fun. Of course, besides that, again, I was unable to get to the stadium, get inside the stadium. That's what I meant to say. But this is where I was for 2.5 hours talking to fans. There were a lot of Green Bay Packers fans, literally a lot of Green Bay Packers fans. There were some Bears fans. Some of them were throwing some dirt. saying, hey, 49er fans, do you remember the very first game at Levi's? What happened? So there were some Bears fans that were having some fun. And, me, I did not take kindly to those words, but it was really fun, little banter. There was a Miami Dolphins fan, which was pretty interesting. And one guy you guys are going to see, little 10-second clip, the Debo Chain guy. There was a guy all wrapped up, hat, red and gold, and a Debo chain. So that was really fun talking to him. He was so enthusiastic, so pumped up. He was having fun with all the other fans. That was a fun moment uh, to see how all these 49er fans and all these other NFL fans interacted with one another. And one thing that he did say, and you will see, doesn't matter what team you root for, we're here to meet Tom Grossi, and we love football. So that was another fun experience. I got to meet someone from St. Jude's, which was so fun. I spoke to her for a little bit. She told me she's up here in the region of the Bay Area. One of the representatives from St. Jude's that is out here in the Bay Area. We had a little small conversation, and she was so kind to be part of the video. And if you would like to help out and donate to St. Jude's, even though the St. Jude's fundraiser is over, if you want to give like $5 or $10 to help St. Jude's, feel free to do so. Because again, there are a lot of kids. They're born and they have a lot of health issues. And St. Jude's, great charity. So I know I don't have a lot of money. I made a $20 donation after I met Tom Grossi. I said, you know what? Let me give some money. So I gave him that. So if you guys want to give a little bit of money to Tom Grossi, or just St. Jude's, $5, $10, whatever you can afford, let's show some support for that foundation. Then you guys are going to see him. I'm going to talk about him. We all know who he is. Another YouTube fellow 49ers content creator. Don't know if he's watching. Brian Cope. I got to meet him. And my very first impression is that Brian Cope is taller than me. He's a little bit more leaner than me because I'm a little bit, out of shape. I got to start to work out, I got to meet his wonderful family, his wonderful children. We took pictures. One thing I will regret if he is watching, and I hope I've told him this, I'm really sorry that we could have not, talk. Made featured you on the blog, but it was great to meet you. And we took pictures, a couple of pictures. We also took pictures with the camera guy from Tom Grossi. It was so fun. So shout out to Bryant, brought up his family, geared up with his whole 49er faithful stuff. So thank you very much, Bryant, for being there with me. And of course, last but not least, Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi went there. He signed autographs for the kids, and we're gonna see that. And Tom Grossi and his camera guy was so nice to let me be in front of them and record some stuff during that trip. These guys were the most coolest dudes. They were the most down-to-earth guys I've ever met. And again, I don't know Tom Grossi personally. I don't know if he knows I exist, even though like he featured me on the video. Thank you very much, Tom Grossi. Thank you very much, Johnny Barks. I think that's his name, Johnny Barks. You guys were so kind to me. You guys didn't have to do that, for me. You guys were the most realist, and I can see why people like you, why your channel is so big. And I can tell you right now, by the end of the year, by the end of this year, you will have 1 million subscribers. And you made it. You made the dream. You got to be on Pat McAfee show, got to be on Rich Eisen show. You were on NFL Network. You made that dream. So shout out to him. So what are your thoughts on Tom Grossi before we continue talking more about my trip? So that was a quick summary of my time there. All right. Let me shout out Crazy Guy. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Uh, then we got Beatbox Jones. Let me go to the comments. Beatbox says, love the intro, John J. Yes, thank you very much. And also, I'm working on a intro for the 2023 season, trying to get the right music. Because, like I know I got very generic music, but hopefully I can get some really cool, upbeat, more fun music. It's just, all this copyright stuff, I gotta be really careful. But thank you very much, Beatbox Jones, for uh liking my intro. King Mufasa, long time no see, man. Hopefully you're having good out there. If I remember King Mufasa, I think you said you live out in San Francisco in the Tenderloin. If I am correct, let me know with a thumbs up. John Jay never forgets where his fans are from. All right, Beatbox Jones, is this live? Cool, cool, cool. And then right here, Beatbox says World Cup will be there soon too. Yep, it will. But that's a different sport. That's a different conversation. Of course, we are 49ers football all day, every day. But yes, the World Cup, they will have games. Uh, they will have games out here for the big fans who are huge soccer fans. They're going to have games out there. But there is a tournament that is going on. They're going to feature two games, I think this weekend or next weekend at Levi's. And then next year, they've invited the South American countries, and America will participate in that. And of course, so basically, there's gonna be a lot of soccer tournaments the next couple of years at Levi's. King Mufasa says Bryant was talking about how he met you on Rumbo. Yes. Yep. Shout out to Brian and shout out to King Mufasa. How you get there? Did you fly or drive? Well, I got really, really fortunate, really, really fortunate. And sometimes, you got to shout out family. And, one of my family members has an Uber account, and they were so nice to have a car pick me up and take me to the stadium. So that's how I got there. It was 44 miles from where I live. 44 miles. So, wow. And on the way back, one of the wonderful Grossi posse were so nice to drive me back to the train station nearby Santa Clara. So appreciate the great people, So I got really, really lucky. But if I would have done it the old-fashioned way, I would have had to take a bunch of public transportation just to get to Levi's. But I think I'm going to invest on a Uber or Lyft account if I'm ever going to go out there. And it still takes an hour driving. Took me about 50 minutes to get there and 50 minutes back. So, yep. Crazy Guy says, oh no, my fancy text doesn't work. What's up, Daniel Barry? Thanks for tuning in to the show. We got my boy Carcast in the building. What is up, Carcast? Thanks for tuning in to the show. Hopefully you're having a good weekend, and hopefully you have a fun 4th of July. Shout out to the Carcast. If you don't know, now you know. Recently started to add content to his channel. He knows his stuff. He's the realist, if you know what I mean. He knows what he's talking about, and he's still a kid. He's going to get better, and one day he'll be better than me. King Mufasa says, yes, you are correct, John Jay. See, John Jay never forgets where you guys are at. All right. So I wanted to show you a person I met. And again, we're going to rewatch, the video, my blog. I'm going to react to it. You guys can also react to it. But I wanted to tell you someone I met who I was very, very fortunate because I've seen her on the 49ers YouTube, on 49ers Twitter, on 49ers Instagram, and even the 49ers have a TikTok account. I did not know that. Her name is Brianna McDonald. And when I was in the team store, how I bumped into her was the most luckiest thing that happened to me when I was out there. I wasn't planning to meet anyone famous, like any of the 49er players, any of the coaches, of course, Jed York. I know I was going to meet those anyone. And so I'm walking into the team store and I'm talking to the staff, and then I'm walking back out there where all the Grossi Posse people are, and I see her walking out of the team store right next to me. So I turn and look to say hello, to be, nice and courteous. And I'm like, wait a second. I know this person. I know her. I know she's not a friend of my personal life, but I've seen her. And I was like, is she someone that covers the Niners? So I was like, excuse me, hello. My name is John Jay. I have a small YouTube channel called 49ers Ultimate Report. And she's like, yes, hello, yeah. And she said, I'm Brianna. I said, you work with the Niners? And she said, yes. So that we started having a little small 5-minute conversation. It was really fun, really, really fun. And I was like, it would be an honor if I can have you on my little blog where I'm going to post on my YouTube channel. And she was like, cool. And I was like, thank you. So we did like a little 20-second clip. We talked, we had a little banter. And even though she was so modest, she's someone, famous, even though she's not famous like a football player or a musician. She works for the 49ers, and being part of the 49ers organization, she has a bit of a status. And that's someone I met who um is part of the 49ers. So I was so glad to see her. Right there is her title. I got that from 49ers.com. Brianna McDonald, the digital media coordinator. She also has a Twitter if you want to go follow her. And of course, that's a little still shot of her, at the stadium with me, talking to her. And we will see that clip in a moment. I just want to show you some wonderful, wonderful pictures during my trip. All right. Now it is the fun part of the show. And we got to talk about my fellow content creator who I bumped into. If you don't know who this guy is, let me put the photo in the middle so you guys can see it a little bit more better. And if you still don't know who he is, his name is Brian Cope. Brian Cope. And Brian Cope is a fellow 49ers content creator. Is a fellow 49ers content creator. And again, like I said, it was fun to meet him. And you can see, Brian is way cooler than me. You could tell, like, John Jay has nothing over Brian. But I want to be really serious. I want to be really, really serious. It was nice to meet Bryant. And while we took this picture, there's another picture on my channel. You guys can check that out. But this was another picture we took. That is Johnny Barks. Johnny Barks, who we talked. He asked me a bunch of questions about Candlestick Park, San Francisco 49ers, all that wonderful stuff. But Johnny Barks, another famous person. I know he's not famous like the players, but in my eyes, he's someone who has been with Tom Grossi during his entire trip. And having a picture with him and my boy Bryant at Levi Stadium is going to be one of these memories that I'm never going to forget. So it was really fun to meet him. Shout out to Mrs. Cope or Tony Cope. Shout out to your wonderful kids, man. It was fun to meet you, and it was really, really fun. And hopefully in the future, if we ever do a meetup, I will make sure this time that we get to talk more. And maybe I'll treat you to lunch. Okay? So appreciate uh, these great memories. All right. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the final photo that I have, and then we're gonna go watch the clip. See if I can find it. All right. Is it this one? All right. Here we go. All right. And the last and certainly not least, let me put this in the middle, or let me do this. All right. There we go. So I was featured on Tom Grossi's YouTube channel. All you got to do is go to the 49ers, the 30 for 30, and that is me. So I'm going to explain what happened in the first picture, and then I'm going to explain what happened on the other one, because there is a lot of things that is a lot of out of context in this picture. The first thing that I'm going to say was I was talking to the guy next to me who had the now I remember a San Francisco Giants jersey and and Sacramento Kings, and right behind them was another wonderful content creator, which we will talk about in just a moment. And the three of us were talking while Tom was signing autographs, and he came up to me again for some reason because I just wanted to talk to the people. And while he came up to me, the guy next to me said, "Hey, happy birthday." And then he was like, "My birthday was last week," but of course, you know, the guy with the San Francisco Giants jersey was like not there at whatever stadium he was, so he had to wait a week. And then Tom Grossi picks up the camera, and I'm like, "Okay, what do I do? Should I just walk away?" So I was just frozen there. So, and when I saw what the box was, he got an in sync, I think, Justin Timberlake doll. So that was pretty hilarious. So that's what happened in that little moment. So shout out to the football gods or the YouTube gods. I was in right place at the right time. Next, the other one was, if you saw it, it was about like a 10-second clip of me talking about my what were my thoughts about Levi Stadium, about the people, and it was like 5 minutes. I was talking for 5 minutes, 5 minutes talking, and they picked up, of me talking about Levi's, but they talked about, oh, I'm from San Francisco. What are my thoughts about the new stadium? Uh, what do you think about the new stadium? Uh, do you miss the old stadium? So it was like we were having like an organic conversation, but I'm going to be completely honest. Uh, the Niners did need a new stadium. They picked Santa Clara. It is what it is. That's the future home. If there was like a weird situation where the Niners basically somehow lifted up that stadium and they dropped it at Candlestick Park, I would be very happy. But I just wanted to say that it was a fun moment and the people were really, really fun. All right, let me go back to the comments. We got Tony Cup, Brian Cope's wife. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. LOL. And then Bebop says, Trophy BC. Shout out. All right. Tony Cup says, you are cool, John J. Appreciate it. Shout out Tony Cup. Also has a channel. Please check out her content. Please check out her content. All right, everyone having fun in the chat. It was nice to meet you. Thank you very much. And of course, Crazy Juice is in the house out there. My Warriors brother. I'm just joking. We all know he's a Lakers fan, but shout out to Crazy Juice, fellow 49er brother. All right, now it's the time where we've all been waiting for. I am going to react. But first, before we do this, I wanted to show this video of Bryant Cope. So this is gonna be the first time I recorded it, but the first time you're gonna see it. I gave a copy to Brian Cope so he can have one. Maybe he can upload it on his channel. But first, let's watch this little clip. All right. Give me a second. Nope. All right, I got to remove my overlay. All right, let's go check out this cool video. Hopefully you guys like it. Shout out to Bryant.
Nice, I appreciate you. Very nice to meet you. No, just go. Whatever you want to do. What do we got here? All right, hold on. We got some mystery gifts here. There's some mystery things. Oh? Oh, man. Wait, are they bolted just in case, too? One of them's going to be the starter. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's go. We got tree area bugs, baby. Let's go. That's it.
All right, yeah. So during the Tom Grossi meetup, again, Tom Grossi was signing autographs, and shout out to Brian Culp, those wonderful mugs. I don't know what Tom Grossi did with it, but he did mention that when he was in Santa Clara, everyone gave him stuff. So it really shows you that cool video. So and again, Tom Grossi was so cool to let me film around him and get some really cool, fun videos. Now, I will say this: one thing that really pissed me off when I was in the team store, I had a bunch of other great videos, but due to copyright problems, when I uploaded it the first time, I always put stuff on private or unlisted, just in case to see if there's any copyright situation. So before I post the video, when I immediately posted, it wasn't even downloaded yet. They said, if I upload this video, I'm going to get a copyright strike. So I said I had to take a bunch of these things down. But one thing I will say is when I was in the 49ers team store, the 49ers are selling soccer jerseys from the Premier League, a team called Leeds United. So Leed, and one of the players is called Aronson, who's a good midfielder for the United States team. He plays overseas, and during that, a music was playing, but I forget sometimes. So there are a lot of things I had to remove from the video that we're going to watch just before the show ends. I just wanted to show you some fun moments that happened over there. So give me your thoughts so far. How you guys are enjoying the show? All right. Tony, get with the heart. Nice. Crazy Jew says Niners 4-4-4 for life. True. All right. B-Box says the coffee cups. Awesome. Yeah. He's like, coffee cups are awesome. All right. We got 187 in the house. How are you doing? I think it's the first time I see you on my channel. Let me know if this is your first time here. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the 49ers Ultimate Report. It's always good to have new 49er faithfuls discovering my channel. Always fun. Great stuff. BBNG. Yep. Shout out to 187. All right. Crazy Jew says, screw Leeds United. It's a soccer joke. I drove Tom to the airport in Charlotte. Nice. Lucky you, man. Lucky you. And, I'm jealous that you got to drive Tom Grossi to the airport. Yep. Shout out to all the 49er faithfuls who don't live in the Bay Area. We got so many great people out here. Again, I am from the area, and that was my first time at Levi's Stadium. And you know what? I'm going to start going out there more. And hopefully in the future, there's like more people from other fan bases that have big channels that will also explore the US. So hopefully other YouTube content creators, they should do that more. They should do that more. Unfortunately, I'm a very small YouTube channel, so because I can give them great ideas. And Tom Grossi, I know you're not watching, but I'm going to say it. Maybe you'll bump into the video at the 31-minute mark. you got to visit Kezar and you got to visit San Francisco, and I will take you to the best places, the good foods, the best destinations. You will have fun out here in San Francisco. So hopefully you do decide, but this time you have to go to the city. Okay, go to the city, and it will be rocking and rocking. All right. All right. We got 9 likes, 7 people still in the building. Really appreciate it. All right. So now, for all the 49er faithfuls who have not seen uh, the video I posted, I'm going to react to it, and hopefully you guys also react. So let's get that video up. All right. So I already seen this video. I made this video. I edited this video. But guess what? I want to react to it. And you guys can also react to the video. So let's remove the... Actually, let's see if... First, let's bring it up. All right, there we go. So if you have not seen it, get ready to have fun. And let me know how I did in the blog. And if I could have done better, give me some fun ideas. So let's start. And I'm going to react to the video. 49ers Ultimate Report. This is John J., your 49ers reporter, opinionist, analyst, and die-hard fan. Welcome to my blog. My first time to Levi's Stadium. So I wanted to do a quick introduction before I started my blog. I got to meet a lot of great people. I got to see outside the stadium. Never got to see inside the stadium, but, you know, it was a fun time. I went inside the 49ers team store, got to meet, you know, some 49er faithfuls, some a fellow content creator, and of course, I got to see Tom Grossi. That's one of the reasons why I was here at Levi's. Everyone knows I am from the Bay Area, up north, just outside of San Francisco in Daly City. So my first time out here. Hopefully you like this blog and enjoy the show. All right, so basically I'm going to be reacting to a little segment. So first of all, let me know what you guys think about what you saw. Of course, there's that giant helmet that everyone takes pictures of. So that giant helmet. Of course, that's the outside. That's the outside of the stadium. I'm on the sidewalk. My first impression to the new stadium was, of course, it's a new stadium. It was built between late 2012 all the way to early 2014. So it was about a 2-year project for them to build. So everything is all modernized. For those who have been to Candlestick Park, one thing that a lot of people didn't really like was it was an old structure. It was created pure concrete back in 60s technology. So of course, that's old Candlestick Park. But what are your thoughts on that part of the outside of the stadium? All right. Bebop Jones says, I need that helmet in my yard. Facts. Niners. Oh, damn. Day is in the building. What is up, man? Long time no see, man. He got fired up because, of course, he knows why it's so fired, because it's Niners. Oh, damn day. That's right. Bebop says, did they have jerseys at the team store? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. All right. Let's continue watching. Continue watching. There's Ultimate Report, John J.
John J. on location walking. I don't know if you can see. Again, there's the. Check that out. I'm at the stadium, taking a walk. Wearing my, I don't know if you can see, NFC Championship shirt. I don't know if Tom Grossi's going to like that. So let's keep walking around. See if I bump into anybody.
All right, so that was where you buy the tickets at, the box office. That's the outside area on the sidewalk. You know, so I was walking around a little bit before I went to the team store, and of course, couldn't get in the stadium because again there was no football game. So it was really, really fun to walk around first before I went to Gate A. So, yep. All right. Now, here's my first wonderful fan, a security guard, a wonderful security guard, and he had some very kind words. Now, I will say this: I did not pay him to say this. He said this on his own. Okay, he said this on his own. But I got to meet a new friend. All right, let's go back to the video.
Hey, I'm back, and I'm here with a friend. He works with the Niners. Say hi.
Hey, what's up? I'm with John, the legend, the man, the big-time 49er fan coming here to visit us before the season starts.
Yeah. So if you're gonna stop by, you gotta go through him. He's in charge of this place. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you again.
So, shout out to that security guard. He went a little bit beyond. Like when I got there, he was so cool to me. I'm going to talk about another security guard in a moment, but he was so cool. And he said, "Where are you from?" "I'm from San Francisco." He said, "What are you doing out here? There's no 49ers game." So that was really fun. And I said, "Oh, we have an internet personnel. I'm a YouTube content creator." He said, "Oh, for real?" So we talked a little bit, and I asked him if he wanted to be part of the video, and he said, yeah. So I just tell him, hey, just, because I know he couldn't say a lot of things, so I really respected that. And I said, just say what you can, and you want to know what he said? "I'm a legend." I swear, I did not make him say that. So apparently, I'm a legend. I don't see it, but shout out to the security guard. One thing I will regret, I never got the names of the people I spoke to. So that is my fault. So in the future, I will make sure to have the names of the wonderful people I ever do a blog with. Again, this is my first ever blog. Sorry about the noise. It was windy out there, but apology for the audio. All right, let's continue moving on.
Yo, I am back, and I wanted to show you something. I'm at the 49er team store. I'm going to go in there and get me something, hopefully something I like. It is John. I am back, and I'm with another friend.
How you doing?
Yeah, so what are you doing here?
I'm here to meet Tom Grossi. You got to rep it. 30 and 30.
Nice shirt. So how long have you been a Tom Grossi fan?
I've been watching him since 2020.
Nice. So, yeah, me and him are getting ready to meet Tom Grossi. Get ready, guys.
All right. So, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I got to meet some wonderful people. This was the only footage from the team store. Now, I'm going to explain something. I spoke to a few employees in there and some few people who were from out of town, and there was music playing in the background. So I forgot during the recording. So I could have got the wonderful people outside the store and I could have featured them. But I spoke to a few other people. I had a lot of other videos, small little clips. But again, I had probably almost 30 minutes of footage that I had to erase. So, I had to erase like about 15 minutes of it. So want to apologize for that. But let's continue moving on. Okay. I wanted to take a quick moment to say what's up to the Debo Chain guy, the 49er fan. He was really fun to talk to, very, passionate about the Niners. He was also very upbeat. And also a small YouTuber who's a gamer, who's a Packers fan. And they were so nice to talk to me. So here are my conversations with these two wonderful gentlemen.
Hey, it's John Jay again. I got another friend, and he has some great words.
What's good? It don't matter what team you support. If you love football, you're a friend of mine. Let's go faithful.
You heard that? You heard that? Yo, I'm back, and I'm back with a friend.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Jay, but my YouTube is Zero Salty Gamer.
Hey, I'm gonna put his link in the description so you guys can check it out, man. So you're a diehard Packers fan, right? That's cool, man. I know we're arch rivals, man, but it's cool talking to a Packers fan. Good luck, man.
Oh, thank you.
Anything you want to say to the fans?
Hey, 49ers fan, it doesn't matter. We're all football fans.
Hey, you heard that? Listen to him. Positivity.
All right. So the first person, again, I call him the 49ers Debo Chain guy because I should have got the names of these wonderful, wonderful people. But the guy we just spoke to, we spoke off camera, and he has, a little bit of disability. It happens for many people. I have disabilities, but there are people like him, and he's a YouTuber. Now, all you got to go to my video, and his link is in the description if you want to subscribe to him. He does gaming, and apparently he's a friend of the Tom Grossi family. So that was really cool. And he was so kind to me, so nice to me. And so I'm subscribed to his channel, supporting him, even though I'm not the biggest gamer. But just go to my video, my blog video. His link is in the description, and you can check him out. Good dude, good dude. And like he said, positivity. All right. So another person who I bumped into, which I was very surprised, if you don't know her, her name is Brianna McDonald, and she does all the social media for the 49ers. So I got to speak to her for a little bit, and she was so nice to talk to me. So shout out to her.
Hey, it's John, and I'm back with another guest.
Hello, it's Brianna McDonald. I am the digital media coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, and we're getting ready for the 2023 season.
Yo, that's really cool. I'm speaking to someone famous.
Not famous, but being a 49ers fan and employee, it's definitely a joy being here at Levis Stadium.
Yeah, so I have to ask you this. Are the 49ers the best franchise in the NFL?
The easy answer is yes, of course.
And that's approved on the 49ers Ultimate Report. We're the best franchise in the NFL. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. She was fun to talk to. As I said before, she's living a dream of mine. She's the 49ers digital media. So basically she uploads videos. Like, what fun thing to do. And I always tell myself, if I'm able to do this and like have this as my job, it will be a huge privilege of mine to do this because it is fun. And hopefully one day, maybe don't know if I'll be able to work with the Niners, but if I'm able to do that, that's what I want to do. Shout out to the 8 people still watching and the 10 likes. All right. Bebop Jones says, surprised Corey and Beto didn't go. Yeah, Corey told me a few days that he was unable going to make it. So, but man, if Corey was out there, man, that would have been fun. And also Beto, you should have get them. Shout out to Bebop Jones. All right, so now let's just finish this video. I'm not going to stop it no more. So enjoy the rest with me uninterrupting the show. I wanted to take a quick moment to shout out Brian Cope, a longtime 49er faithful. He has a YouTube channel. His link is in the description. I got to meet his family, his kids. They had fun just like I did. We got to meet Tom Grossi. We took pictures with so many people. So shout out Brian Cope. Thanks for being part of this journey with me. But the reason why so many people and myself and also my boy Brian Cope were down at Levi's, there was no football game. We're going to meet this guy, Tom Grossi. He's an internet YouTube, star who likes the Packers and decided to go to 30 teams to raise money for St. Jude's. What a great cause. Someone did something greater than himself, and he got so many people to come out to Levi's. He also signed autographs. And I also have a great interview that I want you guys to listen to from a representative from St. Jude.
Hey, it's John Jay from the 49ers Ultimate Report. I got someone from St. Jude's.
Hey y'all, my name is Nicole, and I have the pleasure of working for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital out of our San Francisco, Northern California office. We're here today outside of Levi's Stadium, waiting for Tom to come out. He are just so grateful for Tom's support and his amazing followers and fans for all that they've done this past month in raising money for St. Jude's life-saving mission. So thank you all. We are so grateful for your support.
And make sure you donate to St. Jude's.
My time at Levi's was so fun. I'm so happy that I came down here and got to see, not just Tom Grossi and speak to the representative of St. Jude, but also with meeting Brian Culp and so many great people. It was fun. It was really, really fun. And the biggest thing that happened at the end, Tom Grossi was so nice. He gave me 15 to 20 seconds to do a video. And this is what he said.
Hey, this is John Jay from the 49ers Ultimate Report. Look who I got here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tom Grossi here. Rocking and rolling in Santa Clara.
Hey, go Niners.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my wonderful blog, and hopefully you enjoyed this wonderful video. Being at Levi Stadium for the first time, not for a 49ers game, but to meet an internet YouTuber who likes the Packers. I'm grateful he did this. I'm glad I came down here, and maybe I'll be attending football games in the future. But with that said, I'm John Jay from the 49ers Ultimate Report. You have a good rest of your day, and go Niners. All right. So that was my time out there. Showed you some fun pictures. And my final thoughts, I'm going to give you my final thoughts in just a moment, but it was really, really fun. And hopefully, I'm out there much more because, again, it's still a long distance to drive out there. But at the end of the day, I wasn't going to miss an opportunity to meet someone who I've been following on YouTube for a while. I may not watch Tom Grossi's videos all the time, but occasionally he'll do a 49ers or NFC West video, or he's doing a 49ers game, and I will check out his stuff. So I'm very thrilled that I got to be part of that journey. Well, let me shout out balling it up. Trying to say that correctly. What's up, Steve-O? Hopefully you're having a good day out there. You got the American flag out there. American flag. So here are my final thoughts. I'm glad I did this, went out there, spent a little bit of too much money to get out there, but I did it. Tom Grossi and his camera guy were so cool. I got to meet someone who works for the 49ers, got to speak to people, and at the end of the day, I was featured in the video. So it is fun that I got to do this. And hopefully, if Tom Grossi, if you're watching and you want to come back out here again, we got to meet up, you and me, in the city of San Francisco, and I'll give you a little quick tour and a little bit of a little hometown, like say you're coming back from a homecoming back to your town. So appreciate that. And you can meet some of the SF fans who will tell you great stories. Even though my 49ers teams, we've been owning you in a while. And of course, you owned us in the 90s. There are a lot of great 49ers and Packers stories. But if you guys have any final questions and comments, feel free to do so. But I am going to end this video in a few minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Well, if we have no questions, I'm going to wait another minute for any questions. If not, this is going to be this was a good show. This was a good show. My first live stream in quite a while. So it's great to do this and showing you my time out there at Levi's. So let's see if we have any more final questions. While I wait for any questions, I want to shout out everyone who tuned in to the show. Shout out to Crazy Guy. Thanks for tuning in. Bebop Jones. We got King Mufasa. Let's see who else was in here. We got Daniel Berry. We had Carcast in the building. We had Tony Cope. Crazy Juice popped in. We had a new faithful 187 popped in. Let's see who else popped in. And of course, Steve-O, or balling it up in the chats. Well, with that said, I'm John Jay from the 49ers Ultimate Report. You have a good rest of your weekend, rest of your Saturday, and I will see you guys on Monday. Monday and Tuesday, I will be doing 2 live streams. So that's what's going to be happening. And have a good rest of your day, and go Niners.